I've realised how important it is to have a good core concept for building a D&D campaign. That said, everyone knows the journey is more important than the destination. So with that in mind, I've started work on a new short campaign idea that uses Owlbear Rodeo as a virtual desktop and Krita, the free illustration software. These are my most reliable tools when running games. This is the Explorers of the Chaos King's Lost Tomb. Here's how to set it up, and I'm going to create more videos that will give links to assets you can use to create your own version of this adventure. So to start off, we have to set the scene. The sun-baked sand shifts before you in between market stalls and yellow-bricked golden roofs on buildings. The weather is so harsh here, very few creatures can survive, save for insects that make their home in the soft burrows of the sand. Despite this climate, peoples of the multiverse converge here in search of a wish. For at the heart of this blasted desert is the Pyramid of Chaos, a great magical structure built long before memory and with untold riches inside. Magic scrolls, forbidden weapons, deep secrets, lost artifacts, and altars to the mad pharaoh. This is the tomb to end all tombs, swallowing all explorers that dare venture into its cursed rooms. That said, it has become a multiversal tourist attraction, and the insectoid inhabitants of the plane of sand called Isis have made their living creating fake artifacts and hawking authentic Mad King merchandise. And that's where we begin, just a few miles south in the shadow of the pyramid, the city-sized bazaar known as Ante-Mortem. There's a lot you can do with this kind of opening area. It's a great place for a bar that the party meets up at. It's up to you how the party sort of come together and how you navigate this part, but they will need provisions and might get caught up in a scam or two. Think about the different things stalls might try to sell to a party going into the pyramid. Bogus trap detectors, fake detect magic scrolls, rings that glow when danger is nearby, armor that looks strong but actually dissolves when hit. You know, if you were trying to swindle spelunking adventurers, what would you sell? And obviously, they can make insight checks to try and see through the grift. In the bazaar, there's a lot of crime, and you could run a short encounter where the party gets accosted by overconfident bandits. This gives the PCs a chance to be heroic for the first time, and bond as a party before they enter the pyramid. Pick-Plick is a very young urchin that will attempt to hide away in one of the party's packs and enter the pyramid. If the party notices them, they can decide whether or not they will actually bring them. The check for this should be pretty high though, because the race is very good at camouflaging in their native territory. I like NPCs that help a little bit, but ultimately act like mascots. And if the party doesn't have a rogue, then Pick-Plick could fulfill that role. There are also a lot of young adventurers who want to find a wish spell, so they could come in contact with a young plucky hero that has a classically tragic backstory, like a dead sibling or their entire village was murdered. The party will get to watch this classic hero become more and more jaded as they follow the party into the descent of the tomb. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you can have a person who actually stumbled out of the pyramid, maybe the only person that ever managed to make their way out. A maddened wizard who asked to come with the PCs to find the party they entered with years ago. They can go from being a liability to a great asset. Then there's the pyramid itself. Once the party enter, they'll have to solve all the puzzles before they can leave. And the whole time you're bringing the party together, you're going to want to set up almost no one has ever come back out of the pyramid. So when they enter, there's a tension that you can build on whilst they go through the endless rooms and caverns. And from here, you can go deeper and deeper into the psyche of your player characters as you plunge them into the very depths of the Mad Pharaoh's tomb in search of a wish.